African understanding of marriage. So now we are going to the African setting of traditional marriages. Number one, you have to know everyone must marry in the traditional African society. That's why when you grow up, look at people who are older than you. Your grandmother keeps on telling you to do what? To get married. When you're older now, everyone in your traditional family will keep on telling you to get what? Married or to marry. So because it is a must. And in the African traditional society, it brings the two families together. How does it bring the two families together? It brings them together when they are doing all those ceremonies. Yes? The first ceremony that they do is what? In the traditional African society, the first thing is not Russia. There is what? How do people know they are going to come for the Russia? There is announcing. Yes, there is announcing, and it is different in different communities. For example, the Akamba, the old men are the ones who are sent. Yes, they are sent to go notify that family that they want a girl from that family. In the Kikuyu, only the boys who are of the same age group with the what? With the groom, who go to the bride's family. Yes, for announcement. That's how it is. And then from there, they also go like in the, I don't know whether after that is when they go to get the list of the things that they're supposed to come and bring for the dowry, right? And then they are given, some of them give a list, others give an amount. It differs. I prefer the ones who give a specific amount. Who is supposed to go looking for blankets and go looking for bananas in the name of culture? If you, like now, a few minutes ago I was in Form 1 and you were reading. Actually, I think everything we usually do in school, it's related, right? We were talking about dowry in the topic. Because we were reading about Maigizo. So this family, the father wants the daughter to get married immediately so that she doesn't get pregnant. So she was telling the mother, I have already received the dowry of 20,000 shillings. And then he repeats, 20,000 shillings. The Form 1s were all disappointed. The girls, they say, 20,000! Who will take you with 20,000? They could have said 50 to 60. And they all agreed. And I was just there, amazed. How much do people pay for dowry in your community? 100. And then you buy all the other things, the goats, yes, the honey, you get the what? The blankets, what else? The alcohol, traditional one. Yes? The what? The banana, yes, sugar cane, yes, true. Sugar cane. It is usually epic like that. But I still was thinking that is still too low. It depends with where you come from. Because if you compute everything that you're bringing in the sugar and everything, it's still a high amount. It's just, I think they do that to go and ensure that those people go to collect those things and bring. But there are modern families, when you're talking about a modern family, I'll tell you what they do. So, in the traditional African understanding of marriage, procreation, the main aim of marriage is for what? Procreation. Also, children is a must. That's why we have names for those people who don't give birth in the traditional what? African community. Because you must have a child. And if you don't have children, you're allowed to marry a what? Another wife to bring forth what? Children. In the traditional African society, divorce is discouraged. It's highly discouraged. Because you're not supposed to divorce, but instead polygamy is allowed. You're allowed to marry as many wives, which I think it is a good thing. You know why I think it's a good thing? Listen to me. No. I can never be a second wife, never. Or a third or fourth, never. But why I'm advocating for polygamy in the traditional African society is because today people are polygamous and they're just hiding themselves in the church. You have your wife and you have other 4 mpangwa candles. Every month you have a different one. You just have to, and then you get rid of them. The women are the same. They're already married and they have side dishes mainly. If you were in the traditional African setup, the man will just do like the people from the Western. In the Western, as I told you earlier, in the Western communities, the church allows, you can be a church elder when you have 4 wives or 3 wives in any church, because that is a normal thing in that community. They've allowed most of them because that is a normal thing there. If you say, if you have 2 or 3 wives, you cannot be a church elder, you cannot come to church, you cannot receive the Holy Communion, you won't get anyone. Very few people, especially the older generation. And they're the ones who are needed what? In the church currently. And they're still, I think, also there. I don't know. But that's what the books are saying. Another traditional African understanding of marriage is that it uplifts the social status of the parents, so they can be able to be included in making, let's say, decisions of the family. When you are young, when you're this young, and let's say you have celebrations in your home, are you involved in making decisions? Even look at something as small as an occasion, like because we're talking about marriage. Let us talk about death. Someone has passed on in that family, and people have contributed, and then the money now surplus. You have to make a decision who's going to take the money. Are you involved? No one involves you. Why are you lying to us? Yes. You are involved through your mother, or is it through your father? Yes, most of you are not involved. That's why I keep on insisting every now and then. I'm a little modern. That's why I'm insisting that when people die, we just do like our brothers in Islam. You die now, within 24 hours, you're buried. Why are we keeping the dead alive? Why? They're already dead, right? If we bury them, we start getting the healing. It won't change even if we stay with them for 2 weeks, 1 month. Nothing is going to change. It brings a lot of issues, especially people are contributing money that is not being used. It is not being used. And the family has wrangles because there are those people who are working who are getting a lot of money from their friends in that funeral. There are those ones who are not working, right? They have no money, they are not in any community. The second thing I want to tackle is the different types of marriage in Kenya. Different types of marriage in Kenya. Yes, church marriage. Come we stay, yes, which is cohabiting. And it is what percentage in Kenya? No, it's not 100. We still have here. Look at the teachers here, even over 70%. Mr. Kamau did a church wedding. Reverend did. Mr. Moinde. Mr. Mwaneki. Principal. Who else? Marcia did. I'm not so sure. Mr. Mutunga, I'm so sure 100%. Mr. Hey, yes! Oh my God. Yes, Mr. Chalo, yes. So, the types of marriage in Kenya, they are Christians, as we say, church. We've talked about cohabiting, which is come we stay. And come we stay is not good, but according to, when you don't look at it at the Christian view, according to the Kenyan government now, when you stay with someone for 6 months, you're already married. They can be able to get half and half of wherever you are. Because you're already married. You stay with someone's girl, let me warn you boys, for more than 6 months, they're already married. I think that law was passed the other day. We also have the civil marriage, whereby you go and get the certificate from the what? The government. We have the Islamic and the Hindu marriage. From there, I want to talk about traditional